Reading books is good for mind, heart, and soul. And if you're able to assess a book, it means that you have achieved a great perfection. In this connection, today our topic is assessing a text or writing. Assessing a text means analyzing its purpose, tone, structure, and credibility. It helps understand the author's intent and effectiveness, making reading more insightful and meaningful. Firstly, we'll discuss what is the purpose of assessing a text. By the way, while assessing a text, the purpose of assessing a text is to evaluate its clarity, coherence, accuracy, relevance, and overall effectiveness in conveying meaning, ensuring it meets its intended purpose and audience needs. So, two things are very, very important in it. Firstly, the purpose, and then the audience needs. And then, before it, clarity, coherence, accuracy, relevance, and effectiveness of the text are also very, very important for this. There are three basic purposes of a text. Number one, inform. Number two, delight. Number three, instruct and guide. As far as inform is concerned, it is a research work, it is a newspaper, or it is any data or information which is provided to us through the text or book. And delight, literature delights us through novel, through drama, through poetry, through stories, it delights us. And then it instructs and guides us. It instructs and guides us through the holy books, through the scriptures, through the stories as well. So these are the basic functions of a literature or a text. While assessing a text, the theme must be understood very well. And the theme can be understood by reading the preface, by reading the back page, or by reading the whole text as well. So the understanding the theme is very important to assess a text. Tone is very important while assessing a text, and a writer may have an optimistic tone. Optimistic tone is the positive tone, or he finds out the good points. Then the tone may also be pessimistic. Pessimistic tone is the darker aspect of the tone, or the somber tone, or the tone which has the negative impacts. The tone may be emotive as well. Emotive means that the writer expresses emotions, his expressions or his emotions through the tone, and the tone may be persuasive for any argument or for any idea. And the tone may also be argumentative. So, while assessing a text, a reader or the assessor must understand what is the tone of the text. Structure of the text. To assess the structure of the text, there are different ways and methods. For example, we have the feministic style or way to analyze and assess the text. In feministic, we point out or we see which feministic or which points are related to the rise of women or the rights for women, or these are about the women empowerment or not. And then comes Marxist. In the Marxist, we discuss about the equality of different elements in the society. We talk about how the poor may become rich, or how the society may become equal on a social and economic basis. As far as the formalist point of view or structure is concerned, in formalist, we don't look at the theme or the other things. We basically look at the syntax, at semantics, or at grammar, at vocabulary the writer has used. Imagery is related to our senses. We have five senses: touch, taste, smell, sight, and hearing. While reading a text, we understand how the writer has used different senses to explain his idea or theme. Correct language and grammar enhance the importance of the text, and it clarifies the main idea or theme of the text. So, an accurate and good vocabulary is very essential for that. And then the sentence structure must be very, very good. Semantics. Semantics means that the meanings must be suitable and very appropriate. Pragmatics. Pragmatics means that whatever the word or whatever the structure the writer has used, it has been used very logically and with wisdom. The credibility and authenticity of any text can be estimated by comparing it with the other works or text. So, another purpose of assessing a text is to compare that piece of work with other works. While assessing a text, an assessor or a critic must understand whether the text falls into authority or reliability. Authority and reliability means that the facts and figures or the information which has been provided is accurate and right. And number two, that whatever the writer has said, whether it is quotable or whether it is narratable to the other people or not. So that is related to authority and reliability. Now we'll discuss what are the techniques to assess our text. The first technique to assess a text is to see the content and substance. Content and substance means that the material the writer has provided in the text, whether it is relevant, whether it has in depth knowledge. Number three, is it original or not? Number four, is it accurate to the point? And number five, whether it is clear or ambiguous. Ambiguous means that whether it is clear or unclear. Second is the structure and organization. Structure and organization is about the logical flow of the text, how the text is made with the logical flow, with the coherence, with cohesion, so that it might be understandable for the readers. Then the setting of the paragraph is also very important. How the writer has used different paragraph setting to persuade and convince the readers to his viewpoint. And number four, transitional devices. Transitional devices are the connectors in a language which connect one idea with the other. Such devices can be phrases such as so that, whenever, but, also, to. So these are the transitional devices which act to transmit or to enhance the idea or transmit the idea from one point to the other point. The third technique is language and style. In language and style, we discuss the tone, word choice. Word choice is related to the selection of suitable words for our theme and idea. Number three is grammar and syntax. Syntax is about the structure of the sentence. And then accurate spellings are very, very important, because in a lot of writings we see that the writer has used his idea or theme, but bad spelling mar or destroy all his idea or themes or the beauty of the text. And then fifth is the conciseness. Concise means that it is short and accurate. Whatever the writer has told, it is not exaggerated, it is not so much, it is very short and it is very accurate. Fourth technique is evidence and support. Means that which material or which things the writer has used for the evidence and the support of his facts, his figures, his authenticity, and his other materials. And for that, number one is the allusions. Allusions are the references or the historical stories or the historical words or scientific allusions. Scientific allusions mean the scientific references which the writer has used in his text to correct or to show that he's whatever he's speaking that he's quite right. And then he gets help from the facts and figures as well. Number three, he uses quotations of the other writers. He gets quotations from the holy books, from the books as well. And number four, innovations. Innovations mean that he uh, devises or he makes new methods and ways to tell that whatever he's telling or whatever he's saying, it's quite right. Purpose and audience. What is the purpose of writing that text, and who are the audience of that text? And we know very well that the basic purpose of a text is either to inform or delight or persuade. And number four is engagement of the audience, that the writer uses different methods and techniques to engage the audience. Sixth technique to assess a textbook or text is the readability. Readability means that whether it is readable or not. In it, semantics. Semantics are related to the meanings of the words. Sentence length, whether the length of the sentence is bigger or smaller, whether it is to the level of the students or not. And then headings and subheadings. Headings and subheadings are very helpful to understand the theme and idea of the text. Thank you for watching this informative video. If you don't have subscribed to my channel, subscribe it. Learning English 3743. Thank you very much.